I'm Linda Gelzer, Director of Public Relations for Carter Blood Care, and we are in your fine city at the Carter Blood Care Rockwall Donor Center. We're located right off of Ridge Road in the Lakeview apartment complex, and we are so excited to be here, and this is your personal invitation to come be a blood donor with us and help us save lives. I'm also joined by one of our vice presidents, Veronica Moore, and she is so excited to be here as well. So Veronica?
Yes, thank you. So glad to be here and be able to take part in the celebration today. Rockwall has been hosting blood drives with Carter Blood Care for many years, and because of the strong sense of community here, they have been very successful. We look forward to that continued success, and we are so grateful for the generosity of the blood drive sponsors. Now that we're here in a newly convenient area in the neighborhood, we hope this encourages even more individuals to come out and donate blood and give of their life-saving gift.
Veronica, talk to us a little bit about Carter Blood Care's mission and the importance of that with hospital patients.
So the mission at Carter Blood Care is we save lives by making transfusion possible. It is our responsibility to make sure that blood is available when patients need it. We do this by ensuring that we are collecting, processing, testing, and distributing blood to approximately 190 hospitals in the North, Central, and East Texas area. Something that most of us may not know is that 1 in every 7 hospitalized patients will need a blood transfusion. And it's the blood that's already on the shelf that makes it possible to be able to help them. So yes, we invite you, Rockwall, to come out and join us in making this mission possible.
And it's not possible without you. So let's go inside. We're going to take a look around, show you what we have inside and how easy it is to get blood.
Oh, Blood Buddy's here.
Hi. Welcome to Rockwall.
Thank you. So excited to be here. Hi, how's it going?
Oh, it's wonderful. Thank you so much for asking. Welcome,
Looks busy.
welcome. It's pretty busy here, thank goodness. We're doing some great work out here, saving lives. So a little bit about our facility here. We have over 6 staff members that are working that actually came over from our previous location in Mesquite. They have over 50 years of experience working with Carter Blood Care. So they're an awesome, awesome team out here. And a little bit about this site. It's the first location that we have that's actually a multi-purpose development. We have residents and business here. So it's the first location to be on that path. So it's very exciting.
I noticed that Blood Buddy has his mask on.
Oh yes.
And we're always practicing the safety with our masks, and we didn't really give you an official introduction live, but Mariah Sanchez is the operations coordinator at our facility here, and she has some other donor centers she's also responsible for. So
Yes.
we appreciate all you do to help them keep the wheels turning. And so what's new about this center besides being the first residential? What about the layout? Is there something new about that?
Yeah, with unknowingly knowing how the pandemic was going to affect us, we actually relocated in June. So in the midst of the pandemic, but we actually made the floor plan and layout accessible for social distancing. Our schedule also accommodates to that fact as well. So we tried very, very hard to not have too many individuals in our facility at once, with not only the schedule, but also our staff as well. So you'll notice the floor plan, the bed, the canteen area, even the waiting area behind me, it's all social distance as much as we possibly can with the facility that we have.
This is great. And you kind of control that a little bit with appointments, is that right?
Correct. So appointments are wonderful and we love donors to schedule their appointments. Also, they're more than welcome to walk in if they'd like. And if they notice, or if we notice, or they notice that there may be too many people in the facility for their comfort, they're more than welcome to wait outside in their vehicle and we'll contact them when we're ready and able to get them in here safely and efficiently.
Right, and we're going to see different kinds of blood donations happening here.
Yes,
We'll
ma'am.
talk a little bit more about that. But you're ready for customers, right?
Of course, we're ready and rolling.
Well, we apologize that it's been since June, but
That's all
you know,
right.
we're all virtual and working around this. So this is our grand opening.
Of
We
course.
really appreciate it.
Thank you for coming out. Yes, ma'am.
Well, it's easy for us as we collect and process blood and make sure that we're making it as safe product as possible, that we forget that it's actually going to help a patient in need, that that's someone's loved one, a family member, that is just trying to get through whatever the problem is or the situation is for that individual. And so it's so important, that responsibility for Carter Blood Care, that we know that we're helping a patient. Transfusions happen every day in at least one of the hospitals that we serve. We serve around 190 hospitals, and we provide out approximately 600 to 700 units of red cells daily. So there's also other components that we ship out, platelets and plasma, that are used for different patient needs. Along with all the other products that we typically provide, during the pandemic, we know that if you test positive for COVID-19 antibodies, so if you've had either COVID-19 and you've recovered from the virus, or you may not have even known, but you have antibodies, that plasma can be used to help patients right now fighting the virus in the hospital. And so you're unique. There's not just everyone can come in and give convalescent plasma. You can actually come in and help someone. Yeah, so 2020, you are exactly right. It's presented so many challenges. We have gone through these ebbs and flows where we don't have enough blood, and then people come out and they're generous with their time and themselves, and they give blood, and so then we have enough. And then very quickly after that, we don't have enough. You know, the world doesn't stop during the pandemic. People that need blood transfusions continue to need them every single day. And so we've had blood drives that have canceled. We rely on our high schools to help us and support the blood community and the patients in need. And while a lot of that is happening remotely, we just aren't seeing the amount of donors coming out. I mean, during winter, people are sick as well. They have the flu, they have other things that are going on. And so it is always a challenge for us. And so right now, we are looking at a long period of time where we don't have enough blood. And that means that hospitals have to make really tough decisions when it comes to who gets blood. Maybe they have to cancel elective procedures that could need blood during that time. So during this time, we're really asking people to come out, donate if you can.
Charles, you have donated 140 something, 145 plus gallons of blood or blood products with Carter Blood Care in your lifetime.
Right.
So tell the citizens of Rockwall, why is it so important to donate blood or platelets as you do?
Well, over the years I've given whole blood, platelets, plasma, anything we needed. I gave my wife and I, my first wife and I, had a motto: we live to give. And so she gave 48 gallons before she passed away with cancer. So this are coming in, but it still works. But it was important because she had a blood disease and required heavy blood products, and I was able to get blood, so I just said, sign me up. So I started giving way back when, back in started really giving in 1980 with the apheresis program, which I'd never heard of. It was easy, it was close by, you get there, good, go home.
When you bring up something really important, a lot of people may not know what the technology in apheresis is like, and what we say, we explain it by just saying that this machine at the bedside is doing what Carter Blood Care would do back at our production facility with whole blood. So we were taking whole blood and separating it into the main parts, red cells, platelets, and plasma. But through our technology here that we're seeing, they can actually take just one part of the blood and return the rest back to the donor, right? And that's what you've been doing with platelets for so long.
For a long time, right.
And you touched on the fact that cancer patients use a lot of platelets, and that's one of the most important things to know about the platelets, that you're helping cancer patients.
Well, I had cancer surgery 6 years ago. So they said, well, you're out, you can't give it anymore. But without treatments, it's 2 years from the time you have your surgery until you can give again. So 2 years almost to the day, I started giving again and haven't stopped. So,
there's so many reasons why people think they can't give blood, but they really can. Like tattoos, people think they can't give because they have tattoos, and that's not true, right?
absolutely.
What are some of the things people ask you about when you tell them you give blood so often? What
Well,
do they say?
I not only need that, I've had blood drives at my church and in other places that I've been. And I say, just ask me the question you're giving to us and I'll get the answers for you. A lot of us, I take this medication, or I take this medication, and they think if they take medication, they can't give. But that's not true. Only certain ones. So that's what I hear more than anything else. If they say, how can you give? Well, I can replace anything they take in 72 hours. In essence, I could give every 7 days, but I've got it down, and I think the federal government's got us down to 24 times a year. So every 2 weeks, I give 2 units of blood, at least 2 units of blood, every 2 weeks.
And this is platelets, so we want to be real
Right.
clear about that, because the whole blood, you have to wait 56
Right,
days.
you have to wait 48,
But we want to thank you for coming and all the different donations you've made with Carter Blood Care through the years. You've donated in several locations. And
Right.
So we just appreciate you very much.
wherever I go, find you.
And thank you
Or
for
you
your
find me, I'm not sure how that works. but Anyway,
Thank
I
you for
still
your
give
service.
and will continue doing so.
Thank you so much.
All right, and we'll cut on 3. 1, 2, 3.